Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Miasin. Welcome to my Cyber Dragon Trap deck profile, including the new support, so including the Cybernetic Horizon, Cyber Dark Law, which is now kind of playable out of nowhere because it's crazy. It's a Cyber Dark card. It only searches Cyber Dark spells and traps. At the moment I'm making this video, there's not a single Cyber Dark trap, and all of the Cyber Dark spells, barring just Horizon, are unplayable. They just are not good, and they're also unplayable with Cyber Dragon. So this is the very first time, pretty much in history, where you can kind of combine Cyber Dragons and Cyber Dark to kind of make a cohesive deck in a way. Not really, not yet, especially since we only have 3 cards from the structure deck released at the moment I'm making this video. Like I said, if you haven't watched my accurate prediction video for the third wave of support, we should get them anywhere between, well, the second wave should be around mid-April, and then the third wave should be around 2 weeks, before the release of the structure deck in the OCG, meaning that it should maybe happen very early May. So I think this deck can only become better over time, and also what has historically happened over the years and stuff like that was Konami even giving more support to the deck in core sets after the actual structure deck. For example, Ice Barriers, they didn't just get the support from the structure deck, but they also got, I think, 1 or 2 cards from Lightning Overdrive, which is the set that, again, at the moment we don't really have, but this is going to be really nice. And even in Lightning Overdrive, there's a really good card in Cyber Dragon that is actually called Lina, the Light Charmer Shining, and this is why you can actually see 2 OCG cards in my deck list, but they are in completely different sets. So Cybernetic Horizon, I believe, is end of July in the structure deck, Cyber Strike or something like that, and then this, again, is going to be in Lightning Overdrive. So anyways, for the deck profile, just before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. You already know it. Anyways, let's get to it. So I'm playing 4 one-of Cyber Dragons. If you know me, you know my logic. I don't really have to justify playing only one Cyber Dragon. I don't play machine dupes, so I don't really want to clog on too many Cyber Dragons, too many machine dupe with no targets, or yeah, just too many monsters doesn't quite cut it. Your deck loses a lot of resilience. Yeah, sure, it gains a lot of ceiling, and your win more kind of hands become even way more win more, but I didn't really want to focus on the win more aspect. I wanted to transform my losing hands into winning hands instead of making my winning hands flex even more, if you can kind of understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Fear. In the TCG, this card is good. In the OCG, if you're watching this while you live in the OCG, do not play Cyber Dragon Fear. It's not good. It doesn't chain block because this card would be treated as a quick effect and not as a trigger effect, but in the TCG, it's really good. If you have Core and Fear, you can actually play around Solemn Strike by having this in Chainlink 2. As a matter of fact, this has to be Chainlink 2 since Core's summon search effect on summon is mandatory, and mandatory effects always have to be the lowest Chainlink possible. You can organize all of your mandatory effects in the Chainlink that you want, but then after that you have the opportunity to use your optional if effects. So yeah, and same thing goes for mandatory when effects. They're pretty much following the exact same logic, but optional when effects can actually miss timing, such as the Yang Zing monsters, or in this deck, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. If you summon Rampage in Chainlink 2 or higher by chaining Cyberload to a card that is activated on the field or activated anywhere, whatever, your Rampage will not be destroying spells and traps. Watch out for that. Really, really important. So yeah, I'm trying to give out as much information as possible in this deck profile, but don't worry, I'm going to always make more deck profiles on Cyber Dragons because it is my content. It's my signature mark. What else can I say? Anyways, next, really good card. I mean, it revives back any machine from your graveyard with 2100 attack or 2100 defense, and I mean, for some reason, Fear only becomes 21 with its own effect, so you can't revive that, which is kind of a bummer, honestly. I would have liked it more if it didn't have the effect to gain 500, but it already had 1600 attack and 2100 defense, because there are some situations where reviving this kind of, it's like your only option. So you're like, I mean, kind of, but yeah, I mean, they all have really sketchy stats. Even Core should have had, oh no, actually, you know what? I'm actually happy Core only has 1500 defense, because Lina can only search a light monster with 1500 defense or less from your deck to your hand. Hey. Anyways, and then the last one of monster, I guess, is Cyber Dragon Dry. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm playing 1 Dry because it allows me to substitute the usage of Galaxy Soldier. I no longer have to play Galaxy Soldier, which is great, because now if I see a monster, I know that I can contact fuse with my opponent. I know that I have fuel for overflow, etc. In Galaxy Soldier, realistically, it's only good when you have Hertz or Core. Outside of that, you have to neg a lot, and if you get interrupted just once, your entire combo is dead. If you had to commit 3 cards for a Cyber Dragon Nova just to eat a Compulse, Eek, yeah, I mean, obviously it's good through strike, but they can just strike the Galaxy Soldier in the hand or in the field or whatever. They can torrential you. You just lose cards really quickly. And I didn't want to play the high commitment game. I wanted to play the self-sufficient game, have some one-card combos in a way, but that are long-term. Because the majority of people, the way they think is they want instant card advantage. They don't care about like the future. They don't want to make investments. They just want their money back now. And that is a mentality that can kind of hurt you a bit, depending on what kind of deck you play. And Cyber Dragon, I want to say, is the perfect example of the kind of situation where you don't want to do that. Anyways, 3-core, I'm never going to explain why I'm playing 3-core. I mean, come on, it's obviously the best card of the deck. It searches like anything. Even in the graveyard, the effect is broken, so card is really, really nice. And then 3 Cyber Dragon hurts. I'm not playing Dino-Miscus, but I really like Dino-Miscus. I think it's a really respectable card. So if you want to play it with 3 hurts, go for it. The main reason why I'm playing 3 hurts and not like 2 or a sketchy number like that is because I am playing Cyber Dark Claw, and Cyber Dark Claw, it's less good than you think, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, but it's fine because you can just send hurts with the Horizon, and then you always have you 2 for 2 instead of 2 for 1, but it's not as simple as you think, because you actually have to send 2 monsters with different attributes. So if you send Cyber Dragon, Fear, Nexter, or Dry, or even Core for that matter, the other monster that you have to send would be a Dark. So you would have to send the Claw, and you won't be able to send the Hurts, if you understand what I mean. Like, you can't just send 2 like monsters. That just doesn't work. So because of that, it's not really ideal. I mean, this card is just nerfed for no reason. I think 1 is the perfect ratio because it's once per turn anyways. So if you draw more than 1, you get ashed, it's the end of the world. You won't be able to use the other effect, the other copy, because remember that ash negates the effect and not the activation, so that's your main concern. And Cyber Dark Claw is also once per turn, but the logic behind playing 2 is that even if you draw 2, it's not bad, because you discard the first to search the Horizon, and then you discard the second to send the hurts, you search Cyber Dragon, and you search Cyber Dragon Core. So this is the way you completely avoid bricks. I want to say this is the mathematically improved version of Cyber Dragon traps at the current moment, of course, but more support equals more room for improvement, as I always say. Anyways, the 2 fusion spells, again, I'm not really going to explain that. I'm not playing like an OTK or something related build, so no triple overload, and obviously no power bond. Oh, no, get that thing out of here. I'm playing Cyber Dragon traps. I'm not trying to discard spells and traps for Chimera, because again, investing 3-4 cards on 1 fusion monster that loses to a bottomless trap hole, no thank you. Obviously, you can send the Cyber Eternity Dragon to protect your monster, but still, I mean, come on. You still lose to so many things. The deck is so fragile, man. Valor on Chimera, you lose. Anything, you lose. No thank you. Anyways, triple emergency, of course. Triple prosperity, of course. Fun fact, when you have prosperity, you obviously cannot OTK through prosperity, but there are some situations where I have Proud of Prosperity and I already have game in my hand, so I'm like, whatever. I'm not even going to use this prosperity. I already kill you for like 13,100 damage. And by the way, the 13,100 damage is not a random number out of that I just literally just shot out of my head. It's actually 500 from Anaconda, and then 12,600 damage from Rampage because it is boosted by Seeger, which actually kind of doubles its attack. So it becomes 42 multiplied by 3, that's 12,600 damage. So if you do the quick maths, well, you're going to figure out that it is indeed over 13,000. The Dragon Ball Z guys would be really proud. I mean, over 13,000 is definitely over 9,000, so yes, and I'm not playing Upstart Goblin, so it's obviously super easy. Anyways, 3 Ice Dragon's Prison. This card is so good, man. Oh my god. I don't even know why I didn't even start playing this card when it just came out. I was like, I think it's super situational. I was like, wait, hold on. It's so good in practice. Like, maybe on theory it's not that great, but it's so good in practice. I love this card. And also it says you can only activate 1 Ice Dragon's Prison per turn, which is better than you think, because if it gets negated by Dragoon, you can use a second one. So drawing multiples is not that bad. So if you're going second against negates, well, just use them again and again and again and again. They negate the activation, so they don't negate the effects. It's not like, even if you get Ghost Belled, Ghost Bell also negates the activation. You're going to be able to use your second copies, your second, third copies, whatever. Anyways, Torrential Tribute. This card is quite good at the moment. I mean, honestly, I think I'm pretty back and forth on it. It's between this or maybe Compulse, Crackdown, and Dino-Miscus. But if you don't want to... I mean, first of all, don't copy my deck list. Please don't. Take this as an inspiration. You can pretty much... You can pretty much take this and work from there. Maybe add your own personal twist if you want to play Dragma cards. Because right now I'm only playing Punishment, but if you want, you can play 3 Nadir and then 1 Ecclesia. Because Nadir also recycles back from the graveyard to my hand, which is really, really, really nice. So you can do that if you want, but yeah, Torrential, it's not set in stone, so you don't look at this and say like, oh yeah, Sid knows what he's talking about. I'm very back and forth. Anyways, I'm always back and forth on deck building, honestly. Deck building is kind of like trends in clothing. It's you think you're cool one day and then you wake up next week and people are like, wait, you're still wearing these clothes, bro? Like everybody knows that we evolved already. So yeah, gotta always adapt. Anyways, 3 Trap Trick, 3 Overflow, 3 Punishment. Punishment destroying Overflow is just fantastic, man. You get so much. It's nice. You destroy a card your opponent controls and then you turn your Overflow into an engine card. I'm down. And of course, Solemn Strike with Never-Ending Fun. One of my favorite cards in the game. There is a huge reason why I'm not playing over 1, but this actually deserves its own video, so don't worry about that. Anyways, the extra deck, I actually went with 1 Cyber Eternity, 2 Mega Fleet, 1 Fortress, double Rampage, double Entis, Infinity Nova, Seeger, Lina, Puzzlomino. This is, again, another one of my signature marks. Puzzlomino is just really nice, and in case you didn't know the combo, let's just say you have something like Hertz with Fear and Nexter. This doesn't look like it can make Infinity, right? Or does it? Normal summon Hertz, special summon the Fear, and then out of all the Link 2 monsters that you don't make Seeger, you don't make Anaconda, you make Puzzlomino. It requires 2 monsters with different levels, and then you're going to search Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand. So now you have a Puzzlomino on the field, and you have Nexter and Cyber Dragon. You're going to discard the Cyber Dragon to summon the Nexter in the column that the zone that Puzzlomino points to, and then you're going to go Chainlink 1, Nexter, revive back Cyber Dragon, Chainlink 2, Puzzlomino, adjust the level of the monster that is special summoned to the zone it points to level 5. Now you have 2 level 5 monsters on the field, and out of nowhere, you just transform the random hand into Infinity Access. Not bad. And if I recall correctly, it also deals around 7,300 damage, but this hand can also deal 13,100 damage, like I said. If you guys are interested, I could actually make maybe a cheat sheet one day of like all the combos for Cyber Dragons, so you can actually just print it out, and you're gonna be like, oh, this is X hand, this X hand equals X result, this amount of negates or OTK, etc. So if you guys are showing me enough interest, well, I am down. I am always for it. Anyways, the final card is Relinquished Anima. It's better than Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh only protects you a bit, but Relinquished Anima actually applies pressure on your opponent. So that's really nice. Anyways, idea section, not really an extra deck, but Nibiru is really good. Sphere mode, I mean, I guess you're still technically playing a trap deck. You do need your normal summon, unfortunately, so Sphere mode, I'm very back and forth on it. It really depends on the format. Eltonin was really good in Spiral format, and then there was Phantasme, which is always going to be a nice card for Cyber Dragon. You need that consistency. You need to dig for your draws, so yeah. Border, this card is only searchable if you have Repair Plant, which I don't play. Repair Plant would be nice if you play like Galaxy Soldier, but yeah, I didn't really want to go that route, so yeah. But it's good going first, but if you're going second and they already have an established board, it's not really nice. And I don't really want to choose to go first in Cyber Dragon. I think it makes kind of no sense. You just lose so hard to Harpy's Feather Duster. Yeah. Anyways, Ash Merkaba, because your opponent can use Dragma Maximus to send your Nova, and then you can summon this, basically. Then we also have Ororadon, because there is a combo with, what it is? You actually summon Rampage off of your Cyberload or your Overload, destroy your Overflow, and then search for something, and then and then your Ororadon actually summons 3 tokens, and you tribute the 3 tokens to recycle back the Overflow from your graveyard. So that's again one of the really awesome combos that you can do with Ororadon. Then Lightning Storm, or evenly against trap decks, or even sorry, I was gonna say Harpy's Feather Duster. Well, Harpy's Feather Duster is one of them, but a Heavy Storm Duster, because Trap Trick can actually access it very easily. Trap Trick into evenly is a bit less organic, because you kind of want to use evenly as a hand trap. Well, I mean, not as a hand trap, but you kind of understand what, like from the hand, but you don't really want to use it as a battle trap. Like, oh, I actually set the card, I wait for 10 billion turns, and then, yeah, no, it's unrealistic. It never happens like that. Anyways, a Heat Wave is a nice one, man. When you're actually going first, you just go Heat Wave, and yeah, that's it. Nobody can normal or special, but that includes you. And until the and well, I mean until your next draw phase. So it's nice, but at the same time it has a few flaws. It depends on the format, of course, and then there's of course Forbidden Droplet. So that's basically it for this beautiful Cyber Dragon Trap featuring the new support deck profile. If you guys have any comments, feedback, anything, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.